When someone thinks they're better than the other race based on their skin color.
Racism, in my own words, is being treated or looked at differently, whether it's positively or negatively, just based off your skin color. It's also when people predict other people's abilities or intentions just based off their race.
Judges another person for their color of skin or how they look.
I think racism is when somebody feels like that they're better than someone else because of like, I don't know, like simple things like their ethnicity or like their skin color.
In my own words, I think I associate racism with being something with kind of, it involves another group of people kind of being condescending towards like minority groups. So to me, racism is basically not treating people fairly. It's having like these expectations of people that are like usually kind of disturbing. Like, I don't know, I can't pinpoint exact definitions, but to me racism is something that's unjust. It's something that seems outdated, but it's still, people are still racist, and even worse, blatantly racist nowadays.
Yes. Okay, so one day I was in the mall shopping and then I felt somebody following me when I was shopping.
Growing up Muslim in America isn't the easiest. After the incident of 9/11, many Muslims went through so much and still go through it today. Muslims today are looked at as terrorists, they're looked at as ISIS groups, they're looked at as a threat to many places, like especially airports or restaurants.
I think probably yes. I mean, people haven't told me directly, but they'll look at me funny, or especially when I'm in a town or in a city where there's a majority white, they'll look at me funny, or where did she come from? Just the way they look at me.
I was at a liquor store one day and like the worker accused me of stealing a soda.
Did you steal the soda?
No, I did not.
But I think a specific incident that I just recall is like going to church, like, and our pastor, his family came to visit, and he's Caucasian male. His family is Caucasian, right? So they were not used to, and our church is like in a location where it's like predominantly like Hispanic, low income, that type of population. So I was serving, I forgot exactly what I was doing, but his family came by when I was serving them, and they started speaking to me, or attempting to speak to me in Spanish, and like they don't speak Spanish, like they couldn't really speak Spanish, but they off the top of their head assumed that I spoke Spanish. And even when I like responded to them in English, they would still like look at me and try to like speak really slow in Spanish. Like they just assumed that that was the only language I knew.
I felt uncomfortable, so I decided to leave.
Well, I either go one of two ways. I either realize that no matter what I tell them, that they're not going to change their mind. So when I realize that, I just look the other way and I ignore it, because I know that being Muslim is not about killing people or forming groups to kill people. So like I said, I just look the other way and I don't let it get to me. But sometimes I see that people actually can look convincible. So I actually can sit down and explain to them what being Muslim really is about, and I hope that they can benefit from that and not make that same mistake or same comment
I
again.
think he just told me like, oh, like you stole the soda. I was like, no, I didn't, and I walked out. I didn't really want to cause a problem or anything.
I think it depends the incident, because like in that specific story, like I didn't, make a big scene about it. Just because I knew that it was the way they were raised, kind of. It wasn't that they were trying to like be rude or offensive or to like dehumanize me or anything. Like I knew that wasn't their intention. But I think just it depends. Like if you're in a situation where, other than that, where somebody is like being condescending and they're being blatantly condescending, and it makes you feel uncomfortable, then I definitely think that speaking up is necessary.
I think it's better now than it was before, but there is still racism.
Well, I feel like racism has progressed over the years and has actually.
I don't think it has changed much because when we see the television and we see the things that are happening out there and how Black people are being treated or Latinos are being treated, maybe by the police department, by police officers or other people, we see that racism hasn't improved, that it's even gone either the same or worse.
Yeah, racism has changed a lot actually, I think. But I do still think it's a problem, and yeah, it will be a problem in the future. I'm not sure if it will get
I think racism, or I think that it's going to be around forever. It's in the animal. You can see it in the animal kingdom. You know, animals stick with their own kind and so on. So I think that's going to be around.